All right, I'm here in Sussex, New Brunswick at their disc golf course, and yeah, looks like there's 19 holes. I'm gonna play the advanced layout today. It's a par 68, and the global average is +4. So I'm gonna make my goal for today to be minus, let's say -3. Try it out. It looks like it's a pretty wide open track, and there's a good amount of wind today. So I think it'll be some good practice for playing in the open in the wind, which is something I don't do very often. So yeah, come along, see how we do. Okay, like I said, wide open, we're going straight into a headwind. Hole 1 is a par 3, 324 feet. Right out there. Looks like a left to right head. Yeah, I'm gonna rip kind of straight at it on a bit of hyzer. Pop up, the nose down. If it fights out, it should be good. Might be right up there pin high. Let's see, it was a good flight. Okay, couldn't really ask for a better start than that. Except that I'm putting into the headwind, but. Okay, hole 2 is a par 3, 219 feet. Basically straight at it, but it's cool. It's got these 2 little berms to protect it. I maybe should check to see if there's out of bounds, but I'm gonna assume no. I'm just gonna try to park it. I'm gonna go straight at it with the proxy. Beauty. Teensy bit short, but it's exactly what I wanted. Okay, put myself nice and close for my second birdie putt. Okay, we're 2 for 2. Okay, hole 3 is a par 3. Again, 360 feet this time. And yeah, if you see this mound on the left, you might be able to see the flag sticking on the other side of it, but there's a flag on the other side. I'm pretty sure that's where I'm going. It's up on a hill. Let me double check if that's where I'm going. Okay, yeah, I think that's where I'm going. So up on that hill on the left. I got another headwind. Throw a similar shot to what I did on hole 1. I think I should be fine. Oh, and it fell out of my hand. Not a great shot there. I'd rather be on this right side on the other side of this hill, but that's okay. But yeah, looks like I just got to get something up and over the hill onto the green. Left it pretty short and left. And it's going to be a tricky putt. Bit of a death putt. There's a drop off directly behind the basket. Oh, it sat. All right, there's a bogey. No pars yet. Okay, pretty cool. Hole 4 is a 210-foot par 3 onto an island marked by some logs. So yeah, pretty cool. It looks like there's a DZ. Pretty tough putt to make. And again, it looks like we got a bit of a headwind. I think I'm just gonna go with my tempo. This wind. Is it high enough? Get down. Made the island, baby. Rub zone's right here. Definitely in C2, so tough one. You definitely want to stick this island. And look. Ah, par putt. Gotta make those. Gotta make those. Par's fine. At least it wasn't a bogey. And I stuck the island, but I definitely could swing it a lot wider. Along the left side to the left of the basket. Yeah, there's a tournament here this weekend. This upcoming weekend. Today is Sunday. So this next Saturday or Sunday there's a tournament here. So I think the course is probably looking as good as it will look all year. I think I'm just thinking about a forehand. Going over the OB. I'll try it. For the cage. All right, parked it. Nice. Yeah, I like the forehand there. Even though it goes over OB at the start, as long as I don't roll it over, there's no chance of really going OB. Whereas the back end, if I saw it off, it could go OB. Okay, hole 6 is a 441-foot par 4. Yeah, you can see it straight out from where the camera is. I'm blind to where it is here. But with the par 4, I don't think they do too much off the tee here for only 441 feet. Just kind of got to pump it out there. Yeah. Yeah, should be looking right at the basket from there. Okay, I got on top of the hill here. As long as you don't fade into here, this is a pretty straightforward par 4. And with this little backstop, definitely wants you to give it a run for that eagle. See if I can. See it a bit wider. Okay, like I said, pretty straightforward par 4. Wasn't really much of a run. Should be able to get this birdie. Would love a upshot way closer than this. Oh, the putt's off. Said it was an easy par 4. Didn't even birdie it. Easy bar. Okay, hole 7. No tee sign from the longs here, but it's 226 feet. Just out there, you might be able to see the yellow flag from the video. But yeah, again, you just definitely don't want to be left. It looks like lose a disc central in there. So I'm just going to pop a forehand out there again. Oh, just nose up and on hyzer. Trash. Should be a par. Let me try one more of those. That's what I was looking for. That range is so sick. As it usually goes, my second shot is down there parked, and I'm way up here. I'm learning stuff. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to be OB for the tournament, but I like the forehand hyzer into the hill. Maybe it hits and rolls down to the basket. So give this a nice downhill bid. Oh, it just died. One more for the show. Good line. Maybe another par. Only a birdie or die course, I would say. There's nothing really in the way of you getting these birdies except a good shot, essentially. So, okay, hole 8 is a par 3, 210 feet up the hill. I think there's like a massive flag on it. I don't think you guys can see, but yeah. Just gonna rip another forehand up there. I think it's gonna be short and to the right. Let's see what this does. Actually, that's good. Way, pretty much pin high, but way right. Might have to go a bit faster with this next time. Put it out wider. They do a good job of using this like incline on the hill. It makes the greens and the rollaway potential sketchy. I got a tailwind, so I got to give it some height. Almost. Close, but that's another par. Birdie or die. For sure. Oh. Okay, hole 9, 411 foot. Sorry, 411 foot par 3 on the tee sign. UDisc says par 4. I'm scoring it on UDisc, so I'm going to go with what UDisc says. Par 4 makes this a lot less scary because the basket, I don't know if you can see it way out on the left, is on a slope heading into like that dense forest. So par 3, if you're going for the green, it's a bit sketchier fading down the way towards the basket. Whereas this par 4, you can kind of play it straight, which is nice. Just gonna try to put it out there. Yeah, just at the top of the hill, looking at the basket. Relatively easy par 4, tricky par 3. So we're gonna go with what UDisc says. Last time I said it was an easy par 4 though, I didn't birdie it, so see if I can do better this time. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that is a UDisc birdie and a tee sign par. You be the judge, but I'm going with the UDisc. Okay, hole 10, 315 feet par 3. The first gap of the course you have to hit. It's pretty far down the fairway. But yeah, you can see the gap and the basket's tucked in on the left side of the gap. So I'm just trying to get it in there, fade. It looks like tall grass, so I really got to make sure I keep an eye on where this disc goes. Oh, I threw it so low. I think it's just at the mouth of the gap. That was an uncommitted throw. Okay, I'm pinched off in the gap. Definitely want to be in the gap for this. I got a tricky little step out Anheuser forehand, which I do like this shot shape, but not ideal right now. Let's see what I can do. Oh, I love it. Oh, up on the green. I love that range. That MVP range is so sick. Streamline range. Really nice upshot there to save my par. Yeah, the range and the stasis have been like my go-to scramble discs. I love them. All right, hole 11 is now our first wooded hole, which is kind of exciting. I really like to see that. There's a lot of open holes, and it's nice to see us get a nice wooded one. I'm thinking a turnover backhand is what I'm thinking of doing. So just up and to the right, 252 feet. A lot of trees to miss. Again, my first time playing, I never walked these fairways, so I don't really know. I'm just going off what I see. And I really like that. Go in. Oh, I think it's just short, but the line was perfect. Hit the line just beautifully on this, man. If a little more power, it was running the basket. Wow. Okay, hole 12, 219 foot par 3. It's out this gap to the right behind this grouping of trees. I don't think you'll be able to see it from there. But I feel like it's going to play further than it looks. So I'm just going to pump a forehand out there, I think. Oh. I went way deep. Way, way deep. Yeah, I was totally wrong. What a disc choice. 219 feet. I go with the 9 speed. I thought I juiced it, but it looked like it was perfect. I think the hill just caught it like I was thinking. It looked like it was way far off my head. Okay, hole 13 is a pretty cool one. We got this tree, mango tree on the right, and the basket's out to the right. Pretty elevated. And we got a lot of wind, so I'm gonna play a low skipping forehand. Too much hyzer. Way short. Left is way, way short. With this elevated basket though, I don't want to mess around. I want to get as close as I can on this. And I yanked it. Again, it's not like a crazy tester, but it's definitely no gimme with this height. The wind's blowing left to right. Yeah, actually gotta focus on this here. That was more nervy than I was thinking. It's a high basket. Okay, cool. Okay, hole 14, 260 down the hill into a gap with a lot of trees, and it's on the left. The second half of the course is a lot different. I really like it. Man, if I knew how to throw a grenade, I would throw a grenade here. But I don't, and I don't want to lose a disc. Maybe if someone was spotting me, I'd try. I'm just gonna try to blast my zone straight and let it fade at the end. Just missed that tree. Oh yeah. Yeah, that should be maybe close to bullseye. This is a cool one. I went to this inside gap, so I actually don't think I'm gonna be nearly as close as I thought. But you stay a lot further away, where I think if you want to park it, you have to blast straight through these pretty far and fade late at the end. Much tougher shot, but I feel like the play would be just this inside one. You're short of the basket and you got to make a putt. And I think that's what I'm going to have with myself right now. Yeah, so definitely not in bullseye like my prediction was. But yeah, like I said, with the line I took, this is about as close as I could get. The way to park would be come on this right side. But this might be edge of circle, just outside circle 1. Probably outside circle 1. Oh, the line was good. You hate that sound. Back into the woods. Hole 14 is a par 4, 399 feet. Looks like it's up the gap and to the right, and maybe comes back a bit at the end based on the U-disc. I probably should have walked up and looked at the fairway. But like I said, when I play these things blind, sometimes it works out for me. So I'm just gonna try to get a forehand up there straight and skip into the right. That's pretty premium. I snuck through some trees at the end there, but I think it's gonna be in a great spot. Cool hole. It has 3 different pin positions. There's the first one behind me, and there's 2 tee boxes. I'm playing the long. So you can see the red basket on my right, and then further down there's a white basket, and that's, I do believe, what I'm going for. Yeah, so I pushed this a little long. Not in birdie range there. Yeah, I like this hole a lot. It's a pretty good golf hole. Yeah, you can't get too greedy. Placement is key. Anywhere, the fairway's tight, and anywhere off the fairway is tricky. Put this close to save my par. Yeah, that should be fine for my par. For par here. Okay, very cool. Okay, yeah, hole 16, we're playing the A pin. 354 feet, par 4. Yeah, it looks like the backhand line's kind of this right lane. Push it straight and then finish left, and then you should have an easy upshot. There's some sort of forehand line, but it looks a lot less pure. You're kind of just poking through these first gaps and then hoping it fades. But yeah, for par 4, I don't know if I want to get too aggressive, but could probably just throw my mid. I'm gonna go driver, see if I can get a chance at an eagle. Oh, that was so close. What I say I don't like about this hole is this tree right here. I was thinking about it on my swing, my follow through, and I nearly hit it. So I guess I would love to see the tee box even just back a little bit, because even my hand kind of nicked it and it made me short on my throw. Well, that's okay. Okay, what you didn't just witness was me for 10 minutes looking for my disc. And of course I was looking in way worse spots than it actually was. Just right here. But yeah, this being a par 4, if this was a par 3, I'm pretty dead in the water, but this being a par 4, I got options here. I'm just gonna pump a backhand up there. I'm not trying to get too greedy. And I got too greedy. Now I'm really scrambling. I don't want to blame it on me looking for my disc for like 10 minutes. That cooled me off, but maybe had an effect, but I also just really missed that shot. Should I get a forehand that's drifting left? And again, I'm going to try to get myself a putt. That is the goal, not to park it. Yeah, I'm definitely up there for a putt. Okay, honestly, a really good scramble to give myself a chance at the par. Edge of circle, maybe just outside circle. Line's there. That's a bogey, but okay, 304-foot par 3, or par 4, hole 17. Geez, yeah. I don't really know what I want to do. It seems like the purest way to play it is a flex forehand, but I don't love that. I feel like I just want to blast a backhand. Try the flex forehand. Try the flex forehand for the people. I got a Firebird. I mean, it worked out okay. Okay, I'm gonna go with a little lean out forehand. Again, par 4 puts a lot less pressure on this shot. Let's try another flex forehand. Should give it height to pan out. Damn. Okay, I really need to get out of the gap here to save me a par. It's no gimme. There we go. Okay. Thanks. At least it's a par 4. So that's a par. Okay, hole 18. 324-foot par 3. Uphill. You can see the tall flag between those wires in the camera. I don't know if you can see it. But I know it's up on a hill and there's a decline going down to the left of it. So the backhand's a bit scary because if you leave it short, it's just going to go down the hill. A forehand will leave you a death putt. I don't really know what I want to do. Think. And there's a headwind. This is a tricky one. I think I'm just going to blast it back in, see what happens. First time playing it again, so who knows. Oh, it's going so far down the hill. Don't go in the trees, please. Hopefully it didn't go into anything, but yeah, not a good shot. Yeah, I don't know what I'll do next time on this, but That was definitely not my best. Headwind, just gonna try to put it close. Actually, try to throw it in. It actually might go in. Oh! Hopefully I almost put this in. That would have been exciting. Another par. Hole 19, 181 foot par 3. What a finishing hole. Yeah, it's downhill, headwind blowing at us, and it's an island. I can't really see the markers for the island, but all I know is I'm gonna try to put it close, and that's the idea. And we'll see if I'm safe when I get down there. I'm assuming there's a drop zone. That's got to be safe. Yeah, that should be on the island. If it's not, it's a tiny island. Let's see if I can finish with a birdie. Okay, looks like the island's marked by these white sticks. I wasn't as close to safe as I thought, but that's fine. I got a putt for my birdie on 19. These putts have been giving me some trouble. I got a headwind too. See what happens. Oh yeah, that's how you end it. Okay, cool. So that's gonna finish me at -5. My goal was -3, playing it blind. I think that was a decent goal. I definitely could have done better. Like I said, especially the first 9 holes. It's like 2 different courses. The first 9 holes are very birdie or die. They're right there for you. There's nothing, no gaps to really hit. You just kind of gotta put it close and make a putt. Wind is a bit iffy. And then yeah, the back nine's like a whole different course. There's gaps to hit, tough lines in the trees. Overall, a lot more fun than I was expecting. And you should definitely come check it out. It's a good time. Yeah, for anyone, advanced or beginner. Sweet. Okay, Ben's checking out Wampanoag Disc Golf Co. Thanks for watching. Check out any of my old videos. And yeah, comment below what you'd like to see different, or like any kinds of different videos you'd like to see. This is kind of all I've been doing, and I'm just getting into the game of making videos, disc golf videos. So yeah, I'm open to advice from anyone. Thanks. See you later.